Every morning, he opened his tiny workshop at dawn. A rusted sign outside read, "Shoes fixed, pay what you can. Or don't." And beneath it, handwritten, "Everyone deserves to walk with dignity." No one knew his name. No one knew where he came from. But for 23 years, he quietly fixed the broken souls of a broken town. Then, one morning, the shop was shut. No note. No goodbye. And what the town discovered next left them in tears. In a forgotten corner of Charleston, down an alley where buildings leaned like tired men, sat a cobbler's shop that had no cash register, just a coffee tin with a handwritten sign. "Give if you can. If not, bless you anyway." The man who ran it, whom most just called Old Joe, had grey hair, thick glasses, and hands weathered like aged leather. He rarely spoke. His days were quiet, simple: receive a shoe, nod, work in silence. No marketing. No internet. No ego. And no questions asked. He mended boots for construction workers, ballet flats for single mothers, school shoes for children who outgrew them too quickly. The people appreciated him. But they didn't know him. No one did. Until he disappeared. It was a Monday morning when the door didn't open. The lights inside the cobbler's shop stayed dark. The neighborhood buzzed with confusion. Someone taped a note to the door. "Thank you for your kindness. Please come back." Days passed. Then, a week. People began leaving flowers outside. A local reporter named Maya grew curious. She had been writing small pieces on Charleston's forgotten faces, and Old Joe intrigued her. She started asking around. No birth certificate. No bank account. No official record. Finally, at a nearby homeless shelter, an elderly woman named Mrs. Hill spoke up. "His name was Jonah. I knew him back when he had everything, before the fire." A fire. Years ago, Jonah had lost his wife and daughter in a house fire. He'd been a successful shoemaker in another city. But after the tragedy, he walked away from his past and walked into Charleston with nothing but his tools. He set up shop not to make money, but to heal. Not his shoes, but his soul. By fixing what was broken in others, he was slowly stitching himself back together. Jonah had passed away quietly in his sleep, the shelter revealed. No family. No funeral plans. Just a man who gave everything, and asked for nothing. But when word got out, the people he'd helped over the years rallied. Construction workers offered to carry the casket. Teachers donated for a service. Children he once fitted with shoes, now adults, spoke of how his kindness had changed their lives. At his funeral, hundreds showed up. The mayor declared that alleyway Jonah's walk. A bronze plaque was installed. He healed more than shoes. He healed hearts. Months later, Maya wrote an article titled "The Cobbler Who Rebuilt a Town One Soul at a Time." It went viral. A group of volunteers reopened the shop as a community-run project offering free repairs, vocational training, and warmth. His legacy wasn't in money. It was in every step taken by those he helped. In every act of quiet generosity he inspired. Because sometimes, the loudest love is the one that asks for nothing in return. Microphone # This is the Untold side. Where we bring the forgotten voices back into focus. Where stories like Jonah's remind us that kindness doesn't always shout. Sometimes, it just shows up. Subscribe for more real stories that reveal the human soul.